Okay, today we're going to flip into graphing and remembering how to use slopes and y-intercepts, okay? Which actually we used not too long ago, so I'm hopeful that this isn't a crazy long review for you. So what if they give us this graph and they say, find the slope of the line graph below? How do I find the slope of this line? Tell me things you remember about slope. Okay, does that have to do with my slope, though? No. Bryce? Rise over run. I love that. Rise over run. Where do I start?
Start down.
Start down? I start closest to Weiss, remember? We need a point closest to Weiss. See the 2 points they gave us? So should I start at point A or point B? Which one's closer to Weiss? A. Okay, so rise. What directions do I go with rise? Up or down? If I start at A, which way am I going? Up or down? I need to go down. How far? I'm trying to get to my other point here. 1, 2, 3. Down 3. Okay, so now I'm right here. Do I need to go left or right? Right, how far? Right 3. 1, 2. I like that. Now, when I say down 3, what does that tell me? What does that tell you about your 3? It's negative. And right 3, positive. Negative 3 divided by positive 3 is? How many times does 3 go into 3? 1. Negative 1. On things like that, do not guess. Use your calculator, even on your test. Use your calculator. Part of the reason I've had you using your Desmos calculator is because that's the one that's on your test. I want you to be used to using it. Okay? How do I graph this line? Y equals 1/3 x minus 6. Jack, remember something. What do you remember? Rise over run. Which one of those numbers is my slope? My 1/3, the number in front of my x. Because remember, y equals mx plus b. My slope is the number in front of x. So if I have a rise of 1 and a run of 3, what are my direction words I'm going to use with that? Up 1 and right 3. Very good. They're both positive, so we go up and right. That's great. What's B stand for? Your y-intercept. Nicely done. In my equation, what's my y-intercept? Negative 6. This is where I start. Now, which one is your y-axis? This one or this one? This one. Always pay attention, right? It's labeled. Okay, so we need to put a point at negative 6. So I put a dot at negative 6. Then what do? Up 1, right 3, put a dot. Up 1, right 3, put a dot. The nice part about Alex, you can draw that line, right? It'll draw that for you or whatever the case is. Start with your y-intercept. Up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Okay, good on the front. Flip it over. Find the slope of the line passing through the points 3, negative 6, and 2, negative 2. Oh, I feel like we just did this the other day. How do I find the slope between those 2 points? X, y, x, y. Which one goes on top? Y on top. Which one do you want to start with? Negative 6 minus negative 2 divided by 3 minus 2. Now, here's the thing, guys. Go to your calculator. Type this in exactly like this. Negative 6 minus negative 2. Negative 4. 3 minus 2. 1. Negative 4 divided by 1? Negative 4. Anything divided by 1 is the original number. So on the problem where we graphed, you guys could just pull the slope and the y-intercept out of that. If I flip back here. When it was y equals, we could just go mx plus b. Okay, when it was just y equals mx plus b. So on this problem, they gave us the equation 2x plus 5y equals negative 4. They want us to find the slope in the y-intercept. They want us still the y equals mx plus b. So I need to take this and I need to get y by itself. So 2x plus 5y equals negative 4. Draw my line through my equal sign. I need to get y by itself, so I don't want to move y. So if I cover up 5y, what do I need to move? 2x, and I'm going to do that by subtracting. Good job, Sam. Subtract 2x to the other side. I drag down 5y. Now, negative 4 minus 2x. Should I combine those two? Yes?
No.
4 does not have an x, so can I put them together? No. Okay, so what does that right-hand side look like? Perfect. We cannot put them together, so we just write them both down. One last thing we have to do to get y by itself. Tone? Careful, don't minus. We got to divide here, right? Because this is 5 times y. Got to divide by 5. And Miss Hoff's going to warn us, divide everything by 5. Now, this seems a little scary, but it's okay because they're just asking for numbers. We don't even have to do anything with this. 4/5 can just stay 4/5. 2/5 can stay 2/5. Okay? So I have y equals negative 4/5 minus 2/5 x. Now, be careful here. Which one of those is the slope? Which one's the y-intercept? And how do you know? Which one's the slope? Which one's the y-intercept? Liana, what are you thinking? That's 100%. The number with the x is our slope. So in our equation, which one's our slope? Negative 2/5. Don't put the x with it. So then what's my y-intercept? Careful. Negative 4/5. Negative 4/5. Good job. All right, one last thing that came from our graphing unit. You guys have done phenomenal so far. The equation of the line is given below, 6x plus 4y equals negative 24. Find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, and we're going to use them to graph. What do you remember about every x-intercept? Nicely done. I'm impressed that you remember that. Y equals 0. So we take our equation. Whoops. 6x plus 4y equals negative 24. And we're going to plug in 0 for y. 6x plus 4, ding, 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 put in 0 here, equals negative 24. What's 4 times 0? 0. So really I can cross this out. And I have 6x equals negative 24. Then what do? Divide by 6. X equals negative 4. There's my x-intercept. Now, I need to plot that. Which one's my x-axis? This one, right? So I'm going to put a dot at negative 4 here. Now I need to repeat this process because what do I have to find now? The y-intercept. What do you know about every y-intercept? X equals 0. So we take our equation, 6x plus 4y equals negative 24. What letter am I replacing? X is getting replaced with 0. What's 6 times 0? 0. Then what should I do? Divide by 4. I get what? Negative 6. Nicely done. So on my y-intercept, or on my y-axis, I put a dot at negative 6. And then I'll be able to take my little Alex tool and connect my points. Okay. I'm impressed. Will you need a piece of paper today to show work? Yes. Will every single problem have something for you to write down? No, but a problem like this, you're obviously going to have something to write down. So grab a piece of paper, get started on MustDo420. If you get that done, you're going into the can-dos. You're staying in math all day, all class period.